Hi guys, how would you like to protect your online business legally in the next 30 minutes without having to hire an expensive lawyer and giving up all your money? Well, I'm going to show you that how easy it is to do that in the next few minutes. And also stay tuned till the very end of this video because I'm going to also reveal how you can get your pretty hands on 16 amazing bonuses that comes with my VIP legal bundle. So first, my name is Amira, and I am a business lawyer blogger over at aselfguru.com. I help entrepreneurs like you protect your online business legally. All that hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that we put into growing our business, you want to make sure that it is protected because at the end of the day, legal is that glue that really keeps your business together. And I know that from personal experience. My entrepreneur dad got sued for $90,000. And that's one of the big reasons why I became a lawyer, so I could help other entrepreneurs like you and myself included, because I am one of you, to avoid making those legal mistakes, those costly mistakes that really leave you financially and emotionally broken. I know that it totally changed the trajectory of my life. I was going to become a doctor, and then one day, I come home and I watch my dad get served with a lawsuit, and he was completely lost. He didn't know what to make sense out of it. He didn't know what to do about it. And I had to quickly learn and navigate the legalities, help him out, go find lawyers. And we know that how expensive and how devastating that was for us. And the lawsuit lasted an entire year. So when I say that the legal is really the glue that keeps your business together, it really is. And that's when I decided that I'm going to become a lawyer and I'm going to make sure that nobody else suffers, at least the people that I care about and the people that I want to help. And I've had the honor of helping over 10,000 entrepreneurs, whether it's bloggers, coaches, freelancers, people with e-commerce business, people with all kinds of different businesses. I've helped all of you guys with my affordable legal templates, as well as my services as a lawyer. I started my online business while working full-time as a lawyer. So, for the last 10 years as a lawyer, I've been going in court. I have been fighting cases, and, I've helped entrepreneurs kind of navigate all the legal aspects of their business so that they can continue building their dream business. And you can learn more about me here and also, of course, on my website. Now, moving on to the 3 legal bundles that I want to discuss with you today. So first, you can watch this video after this one, and that one will kind of guide you to what is the experience like, going through these legal templates. How do other entrepreneurs like you feel? And you'll get a lot of your questions answered in here, but I'll do my best to answer the questions right now as well. But you may want to watch this video too. So the first question I have for you is, do you really know what you need to make your business legal? Working as a lawyer and as an online entrepreneur myself, I've come across a lot of frustrations that I see people facing. And one of the questions that I get all the time from fellow bloggers, coaches, and, entrepreneurs is that, what do I need, Amira? What is the bare minimum I need? Which bundle should I get? You will see that there are 3 different legal bundles on this page. And we're going to go through the templates and we're going to go through each one of them so you have a complete understanding of what it is and what exactly do you need, and you can make a smart decision for yourself. So you may not know what legal contracts you need at this time. You may not even know what 3 legal pages that you absolutely must have on your website to, protect yourself and why you need those pages. And then, you may think that it's legal to just copy paste anything that you find online, but the truth is it's not. It's copyright violation, and you never want to copy anything from the internet and Google something free and just grab it and paste it on your website or start using it, because there's so many violations associated with that. I see, some of my clients getting sued for copyright violations, and you just don't want to be one of them, because you will end up paying thousands and thousands of dollars, guys. So it's not a small thing. And also, what about GDPR? You may have heard about the, European law, GDPR. You may have heard about the California law, CCPA. There's so many laws now in place, privacy laws, and you want to make sure that you are complying with them. You want to make sure you have the right documents to to show your compliance and keep your customers, keep your readers, your visitors happy. And then, you may be wondering, well, what about like a simple, email exchange? Maybe, I don't need this full blown contract. Maybe I can just shoot an email over and that's a contract. No, guys, that's not enough legally. You want to have things done properly, and you want to make sure you have proper contracts that are covering, different kinds of legal aspects of your business and provisions to protect you. And then you may be wondering, like, well, how do I protect the content that I create, on my website and or the products that I create? So that's another reason why you need actual legal terms and agreements in place to cover yourself. So I don't have to tell you this, but, speaking from experience here and going to court, I have seen thousands of online, businesses getting sued every single day. And I'll be honest here, and including, so many people like my own entrepreneur dad, they can avoid, a lot of business owners can avoid these legal issues, whether it's with their customers or their clients or people that they work with or the people that they hire. So many of these issues can be easily avoided if they had used the right legal documents or the legal contracts to kind of protect themselves, or, to put everything in writing to make sure that there was no room left for, misinterpretations and disputes. So that is why you are here, right? Because you want to be one of those smart people. You don't want to be those people that are making those rookie mistakes and paying a big cost later on, like my dad did. So if you don't, protect your business legally, I don't have to tell you about the consequences. You do risk getting your business fined, audited, and even shut down by the Federal Trade Commission, which really audits businesses to ensure compliance with privacy laws and legal disclosures and disclaimers that you're required to give if you use affiliate marketing or if you publish sponsored content on your website and things like that. But not only that, if you get, my father in my situation got sued by someone that he had hired. So it wasn't even an outside third party, government party, but it was just someone that he was working with. So my point is, lawsuits come in all shape and forms, and you just want to be really, really, careful, and you want to be smart with those decisions that you make every single day as an entrepreneur. And then also the laws are changing all the time. When I first created the legal bundle, we didn't have to worry about California privacy law, which came into effect, in January of 2020. So at that time, before that, we didn't have to worry about it. But then the laws changed and there are new requirements that you have to fulfill. So one of the beautiful things about my legal templates, if you purchase, is you get free lifetime updates, guys. So as I mentioned, I am a blogger. I have built a multiple six-figure business of my own, and going into seven figures. And I make sure that I stay on top of my business, on top of the laws, because I need to secure it just like you. And so that's why it is so important to purchase, reputable legal templates from a lawyer, so that you can have that peace of mind knowing that you don't have to worry about all these changes in the laws. You have some professional taking care of this aspect of your business so you can continue working on growing your business. And then, it saves you so much time and money, right? Because if I charged you every single time there was an update in a law, you would end up, paying a lot more money. Or if you were to go hire a lawyer like me or anybody else, of course, you would pay 5 times more. So, these are the kind of reasons why you want to do things right from the beginning. And then I also want to mention that my legal templates are trusted by thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs, including fellow lawyers. As you can see, Elizabeth here, she's a fellow lawyer, and she's purchased my legal templates and legal bundles that you're looking at right now to cover her business. So these are templates that really work for so many entrepreneurs. And again, you can read more about me here. And I have been featured on multiple websites. I have lost track now, but you can go to the Work With Me page on my website and you will see tons of publications, podcast interviews, and video interviews, and so forth. And you can check it out. Now, if you're ready to protect your online business legally in less than 30 minutes, with a click of a button with easy, affordable templates, then without wasting, months and weeks researching the legalese on your own, without facing confusion, frustration, and stress, and of course, without having to grab some free legal template from online that you have no idea who wrote it or whether it even covers you legally, then let me introduce to you 3 comprehensive legal bundle packages that I have put together for you. One of the big questions that I get all the time is that, do these legal templates work for people in the US or outside of the US? And I just want to tell you that I've had customers from all these different countries, and I can't even put the names of every single country up there, but these have worked for international businesses as well, because we all have privacy laws and GDPR that we have to comply with. And then disclaimers and terms and conditions have the terms and conditions template has already a governing law provision in there that you would use for your country. So, and also if you're from Canada, they've also given you like a free Canadian privacy policy clause included in any one of these legal bundles that you see here. So these templates have worked for entrepreneurs outside of the US as well. And you will see the testimonials right here to show you. So I have people from Thailand, there is Elena, she's local in the US, and there's Maya, and then there's Richard. I mean, if you scroll down, you will see tons and tons of testimonials. I have Richard from the UK. I have Emma from Canada. I have Shiho from Japan. So as you can see, these templates are quite versatile and they work for so many different entrepreneurs around the world. Now, let me kind of start from the beginning to show you each bundle and what it comes with, which templates, because this is the most common question I get all the time. But before we get there, I want to tell you that the best bundle out of all 3, where you're going to save the most money, time, is my VIP legal bundle. And take a look at some of those reviews here, what people have to say about it, and I'll explain why it is the most valuable and the best deal out there. There's nothing like this in the market. Trust me, I've done my research. You get 16 legal templates and 16 bonuses. So basically every single thing that you see, all the 16 templates I'm going to go through, you get that in that bundle. And then, as I mentioned, the second best one is the premium legal bundle, in which you get 6 templates and 13 bonuses. Watch this video with Reina to see what comes in it and how she felt afterwards after purchasing this bundle. I mean, she was literally having a panic attack because she didn't know what she needed for her website or what for her business. And after getting the templates, it really calmed her down and helped her get back to the fun part of blogging. Then we have Elena. She's used the same legal bundle templates to go from being frustrated, having headaches, and giving up to feeling relieved and instantly getting peace of mind in just 15 minutes. And she's used 5 different legal templates out of these bundles. And take a look at this video to see how she protected her business. And then we have Maya, and same thing with her. She was very stressed out because in Maya's situation, she was working with kids. So she's a yoga teacher, and she wanted to know that, how do I make sure that I don't run into any kind of legal issues here with the parents or with the kids? And she was smart to start doing her research at the beginning of her business. So she purchased like 4 different legal templates, including my media release agreement, which I'm going to talk about here. And that's how she protects her business. So again, watch these videos to get an idea of how entrepreneurs are using these templates, different templates for different aspects of your business. So one of the things I'm going to tell you is that you can't think to yourself that, oh, I can just grab the first bundle, the starter legal bundle, and I'm done and I'm set for life. No, because what happens is that as you're going to grow your business, you're going to need additional legal protections. It's just the case with any business, right? When we start growing, we hire more people, we do different things. And so depending on what is it that you're doing and how you're monetizing your business, you're going to need additional legal protections in place to protect those assets and protect your business. So keep that in mind, okay? And so now let's talk about the starter legal bundle. This is the first bundle that absolutely any business owner needs. It doesn't matter whether you're a blogger, whether you're a freelancer, whether you have an e-commerce business, whether you're a coach. It doesn't matter what kind of a business you have. If you have an online business, you have a website, you're going to need at the bare minimum the starter legal bundle, which is why it's called the starter legal bundle, because it comes with 3 mandatory essential legal pages that you need on your website. They go into the footer section of your website. Let me show you where. If this is my website. So these are the 3 pages: privacy policy, disclaimer, terms and conditions. And you also get tons of bonuses with each of these templates. So altogether, this bundle comes with 3 legal pages: privacy policy, disclaimer template, and terms and conditions template. And it comes with 9 additional bonuses as part of it for free. The bonuses alone, as you can see, are like well over $1,100. So that alone, guys, is the price of this bundle, but I'm not charging you for it. You get it for free. And the first template that you get as part of the starter legal bundle is what's called a privacy policy. Now, a privacy policy, if you don't know, is a legal statement on your website, as I just showed you in the footer section of your website, that literally tells your visitors, your readers, your customers that how you collect their personal information and what do you use it for. It is a legally required document that you absolutely need to have on your website. So it's not optional. You know, and don't think that a free legal template or free privacy policy is going to cover you, because it's not. And let me show you why. If you just go to my website here, just to the legal tips page, there's actually like a blog post that I published where I interviewed my own customers and people that I purchased. There's 50 different savvy entrepreneurs reveal to you why they do not trust the free legal templates. And there's so many reasons from, you know, that they don't ensure the website is legally compliant. They're not comprehensive enough to protect you. They're not quick and easy. They waste a lot of time because you don't even know what's missing in them, right? And you don't get free updates with a free legal template. So take a look at this blog post if you are considering a free legal template, and that's going to definitely stop you from making that mistake. But let me tell you, over the years, auditing these free legal templates as a lawyer, I have found so many like loopholes in these templates, and they're not legally compliant to cover all aspects of your business and all aspects that you absolutely need to. And so, but with this particular privacy policy template that you get from me, it is, you know, it's compliant with California Consumer Privacy Act. That's the law that I'm talking about, which came, you know, earlier in 2020. And then it also covers you for GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation, you know, the European law, data protection law, and also, you know, like it basically has all the additional legal provisions that you absolutely need in your privacy policy so that you can be compliant and you don't get into any kind of legal trouble by the Federal Trade Commission. And then the next template that you absolutely need, which is a legal disclaimer, which is called the disclaimer page on your website. The purpose of this page is for you to limit your legal liability for the content that you publish on your website. So as an example, you know, you'll see my legal disclaimer. My legal disclaimer will say that, you know, just because you're navigating my website doesn't mean that we have an attorney-client relationship. This is not legal advice. And then you may have seen health and medical disclaimers, right? Like people saying that I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a health professional, go ahead and consult. This is not medical advice, go consult a doctor for your specific health problem. So these are all what's called a disclaimer. And it is there to protect you from getting sued, because you don't want someone to take that information that you publish or that you share in your book, for example, or your course or anywhere, you know, in your business. You don't want someone to take that information and come after you later on if they suffered a negative consequence. And I'll give you example. This has happened with so many entrepreneurs, including bloggers. You know, as a matter of fact, recently I had a blogger that reached out to me because she got sued for defamation defamation. Defamation is, when you're publishing something about someone and someone is it's ruining their reputation, and then they can come and bring that legal claim against you. So, and then, basically bloggers can get sued for so many things that they publish, or another example, I had a client, she was a coach, and she had a couple of coaching sessions with her client, and she didn't have a contract in place. She didn't have a disclaimer. She didn't have nothing. And then she recommended some, like supplements to this person. And then this person ended up in a hospital as she suffered like a, side effect. And then she basically threatened to sue my client for all those hospital bills, as well as ask for a refund for the coaching services, things like that. So my point is that you really, really need these disclaimers, because if you don't have it and it gets to court, the lawsuit happens, then you have no affirmative defense. You have no way to show to the court that, hey, look, I had all these things in place. It's not my fault. You have no way of shifting legal liability to the other side. So that's why it's really essential to have a disclaimer. And then a terms and conditions template. A terms and conditions are like, basically think of them as your website rules, what you allow on your website, what you don't allow. Now, some people think that these are optional. And the problem is that, you should have terms and conditions, whether you have products or whether you don't have products, because like I mentioned, they protect your content, what you publish, even if it's a freebie, that you're offering to your email list. You don't want someone to just copy that. You want to, have terms and conditions kind of governing how someone is downloading that freebie and how are they going to use it. So, and also, like if you're selling any products, then it is a must to have terms and conditions, or terms of use, or terms of service. They're all interchangeably used, because you're going to want to outline your refund, your exchange policies for the products and the services that you offer. Because again, going back to my the coach example that I gave you, because she didn't have any terms and conditions, she didn't have an agreement either, she had to end up, giving $2,000 back for her coaching sessions that she charged the client. She had to refund all that money back because she didn't have these provisions. She didn't have these legal documents in place. So you want to have for all those reasons, you absolutely need a terms and conditions on your website. And also, you could run into like a legal dispute with a customer or with a client tomorrow. Well, then where are you going to resolve it? What if your client is in California, you're in Florida? Are you going to go all the way into California to fight this case? So that's another reason why you need terms and conditions, because it outlines, where a dispute is going to be resolved. Now, I mentioned that you also get 9 additional bonuses. I'm not going to go into every single bonus here, but you can read and definitely get an idea of how much you're getting as part of the Starter Legal Bundle. This is the Starter Legal Bundle. Bonuses are, anywhere from GDPR rights policy, email marketing policy, a cookie policy that tells your visitors how and why cookies are used on your site. I added another bonus, testimonials and product review disclaimer, because a lot of times, like we publish testimonials on our website, you want to give disclaimer. You want to let people know that just because they're reading those testimonials, doesn't mean that they're guaranteeing those results. And then earnings disclaimer, sponsor post disclaimer. So again, these are all amazing bonuses that I'm giving away for free as part of this bundle. Mandatory arbitration clause, so you can avoid long, expensive lawsuits, third-party links disclaimer, lawful use of your website clause, things like that. So all together, for the Starter Legal Bundle, you're getting 3 legal templates worth, $1,500. And just so you know, if you were to purchase each template individually from my legal store, which you absolutely can, but it's going to cost you twice as much. So if you were to go and purchase individually, go to the legal store here, and if you skip down to the individual legal templates, then you can see that this is available for purchase separately. So is this one, so is this one. So you have that option. You don't have to purchase the bundle, but bundle is definitely discounted. So, you're paying half of the price basically. And if you were to purchase all 3 templates individually, it would cost you more than $300. And you get them basically, you get this starter bundle for barely $197. So you can see that it's very much discounted, and these prices, of course, are subject to increase. These are the prices right now, but by the time you watch the video, they may have already increased. So that's what you get, and you get the 9 bonuses with it. So that's the absolute bare minimum, as I mentioned, you need to protect your website. Now, what happens after that? Right? So as I mentioned earlier, just because you have a website and you just grab the starter legal bundle, that's never enough. Here's why. Because again, speaking from experience as an entrepreneur and also helping thousands of other entrepreneurs, I have seen that they need so many different kinds of legal protections. And that's why I created these 3 different tiers, because depending on what stage of your business you're at, you're going to need additional legal provisions and protections, right? So that brings me to my next legal bundle, which is called a premium legal bundle. So premium legal bundle, you get every single thing, the bonuses and everything that you get in the starter legal bundle, but you also get 3 additional legal templates, which are my really popular templates. And you get altogether 13 amazing bonuses, more than $1,800 for free. So let's talk about the 3 additional legal templates that you get in my premium legal bundle, and I'll walk you through there. So this bundle basically builds up, as I mentioned, on the starter legal bundle. It is perfect for online entrepreneurs, bloggers, that not just bloggers, but freelancers, coaches, that are looking for more than the basic protections. And the first template it comes with is what's called a sponsor post contract template. A sponsor post contract template is when you use with companies and brands that you work with, and they pay you to publish something. So sponsored content is content where, brands and companies that you collaborate with, and they pay you to publish a blog post, publish a video, post on Instagram, post on Twitter, things like that. But in order to kind of facilitate that transaction, you need an agreement in place, because I can't tell you how many times bloggers have made the mistake of not using an agreement and then paying a big price later on when they didn't get paid for their hard work. So, for example, I had a blogger that published the blog post. She did everything on her end to please the brand, to follow all the rules, spend all the hours and time to put together things, and then waited like 2 months to get paid. And it's because she didn't have an agreement in place, and the brands just don't take you seriously if you do not portray yourself as a professional. So make sure to always use a sponsor post contract, so that both you and the company that you're collaborating with and the company that's paying you to, post on social media or on your website knows exactly what's in place. And also you can use the contract to back you up in case something goes wrong. And then without this contract, obviously you're out of luck. You are literally sitting there waiting for them to pay you, and they may never pay you. And then the next contract is what's called a freelance contract template, also known as independent contractor agreement, also known as non-employee contract, virtual assistant agreement. So they're all different names kind of used for the same agreement. This is the contract that my dad wished he had, because if he had used this particular template, and if I was a lawyer at that time, then we could have saved ourselves $90,000 plus 1 year's worth of, sleepless nights and all that nightmare that we experienced. Because this is the exact contract that you need anytime you hire a freelancer to help you out in your business, or if you offer freelance services of your own. So for example, let's say that you're offering any kind of virtual assistant services, social media manager, or you're just a graphic designer, or you're, a Facebook ads manager, anyone, you're offering some sort of a freelance service. You're not, necessarily an employee of the company. So you're going to need this contract template to make sure that you get paid by the client. And also this template covers what the responsibilities of each, party is, and how you can terminate the relationship amicably without, owing each other money, and things get dirty pretty quickly if you don't have a contract in place, and it gets ugly. So it's a very comprehensive, detailed template. And by the way, I use the same exact template every time I hire someone in my business. So I've hired, people to write blog posts. I have hired editors, I've hired graphic designers. I've hired so many different virtual assistants. So I've hired a lot of different people in my business to help me out. And this is the exact template that I use to cover myself as a client and also to make sure that we're both on the same page. And then this particular bundle, the premium legal bundle, also comes with what's called a guest blogger agreement. Now, a lot of people have never heard of this agreement, but let me tell you that this contract always existed. But I created this particular template only because actual bloggers reached out to me asking for it. So I put this is why I put this together. And this is an agreement that you use anytime that you accept guest posts on your website, whether it's paid or unpaid. It's an 8-page, legal agreement with your guest bloggers. It basically outlines all your guest post guidelines, requirements, and then it protects you from copyright violations. And it also makes sure that, the content that you're receiving from the guest blogger is free from, any kind of copyright issues. Basically, there could be also a situation where you're paying the guest blogger to, create the content for you. So you could use this exact agreement. And again, it covers all your guest post guidelines. So I've given you extra in this template than based on my own experience too, because I accept guest posts on my website as well. So this is a template that you absolutely need to cover yourself, because you don't want to publish things on your website blindly, okay, without knowing where the photo is coming from, without knowing where the video is coming from, or without knowing where the content is coming from. I mean, these days, plagiarism, theft is so common, and you just don't want to be that person that is just blindly trusting and publishing things on your website without an actual agreement in place, okay? So this particular premium legal bundle, as I mentioned, you get all the 9 bonuses in the starter legal bundle. You also get these additional 4 bonuses. So you get a mediation agreement. Mediation agreement really just helps resolve legal disputes without having to go to court. So this way, if you ever run into an issue, you can use that to save yourself more money and time. And then it has a late payment penalty clause. So, if you're doing sponsored content for a brand and they have forgotten to pay you, like that situation I gave you an example about earlier with one of the bloggers, then you have a late payment penalty clause in there, like a late payment fee clause. So this way the brands know that if they want to avoid the late payment fee, they have an incentive to pay you on time. And then there are a couple of other bonuses in here as well, depending on, in the freelance contract template, if you're hiring people, you don't want to share your business information and next thing they start competing with you, and trust me, that happens a lot. So you want to have those additional legal provisions in there, and I'm giving it all to you for free. So you get 6 templates in this bundle worth $3,200. And these are not just arbitrary values. If you were to hire a lawyer, each template will easily cost you $500, because I charge $350 an hour. And these are the actual prices that clients, outside of the online space have actually paid me. So if they've hired me, they have paid me these amounts as a lawyer per template. And that if you were to have a one-on-one consultation with a lawyer, that itself is expensive. I mean, we're talking $250 to $500 for just a consultation, not to write the template, but just to have a conversation. So it is definitely not cheap. And so these values are based on real numbers and real, market. And you also get 13 bonuses. So I just, showed you all the different bonuses. You also get access to your private membership area. This is only available with my bundles, and I will show you it. I will show you in a second how does that look like. Again, you get free lifetime updates. So the total value of this particular bundle is $5,000. And if you were to purchase all 6 templates individually from my legal store, again, I showed you have that option here, but it's going to cost you more than $600 to purchase every single thing that you see here. But the bundle doesn't even cost, the bundle is literally discounted 50% for you, and you can snag it for that price. Now, moving on to the best of the best, which is my VIP legal bundle. That is my most discounted legal bundle out of the two that I showed you just now. And you get 16 most popular legal templates and 16 amazing bonuses worth, $2,000 for free. So in the VIP legal bundle, as I mentioned in the beginning, is you get everything in the starter legal bundle. You get everything in the premium legal bundle, including the bonuses, and you get additional 10 templates, as you can see right here. And let me go through some of those templates with you, but watch this video with Shiho from Japan. She's purchased my VIP legal bundle, and you'll see like how much relieved she was after purchasing it. I mean, she had no idea what she needed or what legal documents were used for what or how to use and things like that. But after getting this bundle, she instantly felt so relieved. And that's the thing with these templates. I mean, if you read any of the testimonials, you will see that people breathe a huge sigh of relief after they get these templates. And it's because everything is so easy, everything is so comprehensive. I've drafted them in such a way to cover all your legal bases. And they're just like, they're worth a lot more than what you see here. So let's talk about the different templates. So you already know what comes in the premium bundle. You already know what's coming in the starter bundle. But now let me tell you about the additional templates, the 10 templates that you get in the VIP legal bundle. So first is that I want to remind you that this is the bundle for people that are really serious about turning their business. Really serious about turning their online business into a business, whether it's a blog, whether it's your side hustle, whatever it is. But if you're really serious about protecting it completely and you want to have that complete peace of mind at the end of the day, and you want to have the legal templates at your fingertips without having to spend money over and over again, then this is the bundle for you. And also it gives you the most legal protections. So the first template, the additional template that you see with it is the confidentiality agreement. It's also known as an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement. Now, this is one of the most important legal contracts that every entrepreneur should have, and they should use it, whether you're using it, whether with your freelancers that you hire, whether with people that you discuss your business with, people that you collaborate with, people that you give access to your business. This is the exact agreement that you need to have to protect the confidentiality of your business, your trade secrets, your secret sauce, as they say, and just making sure that you use this agreement, whether you're talking to a friend to bounce off new ideas on a product, you're discussing a joint venture or a partnership opportunity with somebody, or you're hiring someone in your business, whether a virtual assistant or an employee, or you're just simply collaborating with someone and giving them access to your business. This is the exact template that you need to have in place so that the other person doesn't steal your information and next thing you know, they become your competitor. So every time I hire someone in my business and I am giving them access, whether to my WordPress or whether to my email list or whether to anything, I make sure that I have this contract signed. And this way I know that I have some sort of a legal recourse if they were to do anything wrong with my information or misuse my information. And also, this not just protects you, but it protects your customers. It protects the people that you're doing business with, right? Because think about it, if you purchase from me, you've given me your information, your personal information, your name, your email address, and, things like that, and your credit card information, things like that. You want to make sure that, your personal information is protected. So if you're sharing it with somebody else, you need to also have them be bound by this confidentiality. Then the other agreement it comes with is what's called a design service agreement. This is for my interior designer friends, including e-designers. This is the contract that you use with the clients that you provide interior design services to. So, but you can use a lot of this information in the contract outside of the interior design realm as well. So if you wanted to just take bits and pieces and kind of use it to something else, you can do it as well. Because again, it's a template at the end of the day. and nothing is set in stone. I've given you all the guidelines, I've given you the template, and you can use it however you want to use it. But this is the agreement that really outlines what is expected from design projects, so you and your clients are exactly on the same page. The next template is what's called an affiliate agreement template. Now, this one is very important because if you have an affiliate program of your own where you are offering commissions to people for promoting your products, like let's say you promote my legal templates tomorrow and you join my affiliate program, which I do have, by the way, and you get 40% affiliate commission, and then someone purchases from your affiliate link one of my bundles or templates, and now I give you 40% commission. But in order to do that, I first need to make sure I have an affiliate terms and conditions in place, what's also called an affiliate agreement here. You want to make sure that this is in place between me and you, and basically the person that's promoting your promoting your products and services. And you want to have this agreement in place before they start promoting it, because you don't want to be legally held liable for their mistakes. A lot of times people make mistakes and they don't follow the rules, because affiliate marketing has, certain rules and regulations mandated by the Federal Trade Commission, such as giving affiliate disclosures and disclaimers and things like that. And if the other person doesn't follow the rules, you could be held liable for those mistakes if you don't have this agreement in place. And you could also run into, legal disputes over, like payment, compensation, affiliate cookies, and so many different things. So this is an agreement that is an absolute must. And some people confuse this one with thinking that if they're doing affiliate marketing, then they need this template, but that's not the case. If you're doing affiliate marketing, then you need my disclaimer template, which is in the Starter Legal Bundle. But if you are selling any kind of product or any kind of service and you're giving someone a commission for recommending those products and promoting those products, then you're going to need this affiliate agreement. Make sense? And anytime, guys, that you're unsure about how to use this template, I want to also guide you to a very, very helpful resource on my website. If you go to the legal tips page, first, if you go to aselfguru.com and you go to the legal tips page, this is a page that I've literally created for entrepreneurs to walk through all these different blog posts where I show you exactly what each contract is for, how to use it, some more information about it. Like if you wanted to learn more about the confidentiality agreement, what it is for, how do you use it, you can read this blog post. If you wanted to learn more about, the freelance contract, you can read this blog post. If you wanted to learn more about a disclosures, like what it is and the template, you can read this blog post. So, my point is that, and guest blogger agreement, I show you exactly what you need to know. So if you open this, it's a lot more detailed. And I walk you through so many different things, and feel free, like how to use it, what are guest post guidelines, what should you include, what could go wrong legally, and things like that. So again, if you visited that page and you were ever confused about a particular template, just go through the legal tips page and take a look at the different blog posts available to you in a lot more detail. And you can also watch these customer reviews and testimonials of the templates, and that will help you, figure out like which template is for what and how to use it. Now, moving on to an LLC operating agreement. So an LLC operating agreement is basically something that legitimizes your business, and it separates your business from your personal assets like your home, your car, your bank account. So LLC, as you know, one of the big benefits of forming an LLC is to create that separation between you, your personal stuff, and your business. And this helps avoid legal liability. So if tomorrow you were to get sued, the people that are coming after you, they can't come after you for your house and your car and your personal checking accounts and things like that. If you had an LLC and you had everything separated, then, you would be protected in that sense. And this is where this LLC operating agreement comes in. This is an agreement that you absolutely need to basically put all of that in writing and to serve as evidence tomorrow that, if anything was to ever go south and you were to ever end up in court, this is the agreement that you will show to the judge, letting them know that, hey, look, I've always kept my stuff separate. And then this is and a really important template as well, which is called a media release agreement. If you haven't gotten, if you haven't figured it out yet, you will, then let me tell you that the templates in the VIP legal bundle are super important. And that's why it's called the VIP legal bundle. So this template is what's called the media release agreement, and you use it anytime you want to use someone's name, someone's photo, someone's video, someone's audio, like you're doing podcasts or testimonials or any other kind of intellectual property, and you want to use someone else's stuff without getting into legal trouble and violations, then this is the template that you need to have. Remember Maya, as I mentioned earlier in the video testimonial, the yoga teacher? So she needed this because she was actually using, kids, she was teaching kids and she was using some of their stuff, like whether images or audios and videos, and she needed to get consent to do that. And that's what you need to do. So whether it's, it's not just with kids, you need it with adults too, but the template just gives you both options. So if you have someone, that's a minor, then it gives you that option to get parental consent. And then if you have an adult like me or you, and let's say I want to use your photo tomorrow in my business marketing and you want to use your video or something, I would want to first get this agreement agreed upon, and then I can freely and without any, legal worries, use your stuff. And examples are like podcasts, featuring guests on YouTube, featuring people on your social medias, things like that. You just want to always cover yourself, because you never know when you could be infringing on someone's right to privacy, publicity, and running into, legal violations that way. So the next one is another popular template, which is called my Sweepstakes or giveaway template. If you're running giveaways to grow your business, which by the way is a great idea, a lot of people do that, then you are going to need this particular template. And it's actually a bundle that I give you absolutely as part of this VIP legal bundle. This template alone is like $150, but you get it like, at a ridiculous discount as part of this VIP bundle. Now, if you're running any kind of giveaways, then there are certain rules that you have to abide by. And, you can get audited and you can get in trouble. Someone could report you. And you just want to be very clear with your giveaways, to make it clear to the people that are participating or the winners of your giveaway that you're following the rules and regulations and you're displaying these terms and conditions on your website so that you don't get sued tomorrow for violating the rules. And you want to make sure that the giveaway terms are clear as to who can enter, who is eligible, how do you select winners, what kind of disclaimers that you need to give for Facebook or Instagram if you're running a giveaway there. I give you the exact language you need to use. And then, how do you notify the sweepstakes winner or giveaway winners to release you from any kind of legal claims and so forth. And again, if you ever wanted to learn more about this a little bit, if you just visited that legal tips page, you will see that there is a blog post on this subject as well. Okay, like this one, are your giveaways legal? And then let's talk about the coaching agreement, which I think is very self-explanatory. If you are a coach offering any kind of group coaching, individual one-on-one coaching, you're going to want to have a coaching agreement in place that really states your responsibilities as a coach. It also clearly outlines what is it that you're offering. And also, it tells the people exactly what to expect from you as a coach. And then it also gives you disclaimers. You need to have coaching disclaimers in place to protect you from getting sued by the client. So this is the template that you would use for that. And then of course, this is going to help you avoid those refund requests that I talked about earlier with what happened with one of the clients that I had who was a coach. Now, moving on to the 14th legal template is what's called the consulting agreement. So if you're just hired by a company to just only offer like consulting work, and you're just looking to provide those services, then this is the contract template that you would use. And it includes all the important provisions like how are you going to get paid, what services you're offering, how long are you going to offer the services for, how can both parties terminate the agreement, and then of course, keeping the confidentiality provisions in place, that because if someone is hiring you as a consultant, they want to make sure that you're not going to steal their information, and they're going to be openly sharing business information with you, and you want to maintain the confidentiality of that. And of course, the legal provisions to protect your intellectual property too. So this is another template that you get as part of the VIP legal bundle. The 15th template is what's called a website sale agreement that you use if tomorrow you wanted to ever sell or buy a business or a website. This is the exact template that you would use. So if you could be a buyer, you could be a seller, you both can use this template. And who knows, tomorrow you may be in the business of selling blogs or something, or you may be in the business of buying an existing, business or a website. You're going to want to make sure that you have this agreement in place that clearly outlines, what's the website, what is the closing date. Think of it's kind of like the real estate transactions, and what are your obligations, what is the buyer seller's obligation, purchase price, things like that. And then the last template in the VIP legal bundle is called a partnership agreement. Now, a partnership agreement is when you have two owners or two or more owners. So it could be me and you jointly owning a business. It could be me, you, another third person, so it doesn't matter how many partners, but you obviously want to have a partnership agreement in place, because so many times I've had clients and entrepreneurs run into so many issues because they didn't have a partnership agreement. So what happened is that they went into business with a best friend, or they went into business with, a family member, and they thought everything was great and rosy. And then a few months later, they find out that they're the only ones doing all the work, while the other person is still getting the gravy, they're still getting the money, but they're not contributing at all. And this happens so many times with across the board, right? And that's why a partnership agreement is so important to resolve those kinds of legal issues and disputes. And it clearly outlines how a business is going to be run between the partners and who's contributing what and how much. And this way, one partner is not the only one doing all the work, And I also want to mention that every single template that you get, it's very comprehensive, covers all the different aspects and things that you don't even think about. And with this particular VIP legal bundle, you get some more special bonuses. You also get my 10 high-paying affiliate programs. So I share my secret list of 10 different affiliate programs that I personally used to make $20,000 a month online in my first year blogging, working full-time as a lawyer. So as I mentioned, I started my blog with my full-time job, and within my first year, I turned it into a six-figure business, and I basically reveal my secret list of those affiliate programs that help me monetize my blog quickly. And then I also share attorney fee, prevailing attorney fee legal clause. I share my secret pitch. This is another really nice bonus. I basically share how to ask influencers to promote your products and services, and then you get them to sign up as an affiliate. So you get to steal my exact template that I use to secure more than 500 affiliates. Actually, as a matter of fact, now I'm more than 1,000 affiliates. So you get to steal my exact formula and my template. I give it to you, and you can use the same one to pitch to influencers. So now all together in the VIP legal bundle, you get 16 templates. I have to tell you that if you were to hire a lawyer, you will pay tons of money to get all these 16 templates drafted. Imagine, someone that is charging $350 an hour, which is me, and it takes me minimum 2 hours to draft, to put together one template. That's $700 right there. So if you do the math and you add up all of those templates and all those bonuses, clearly we're talking thousands of dollars here, right? And then with the bonuses, as I mentioned, they alone are like worth $2,000. So the math is very straightforward, guys. The total value of this bundle is unbelievable. It's jaw-dropping. And again, you hire a lawyer just for a consultation, you will pay up to $500. And if you wanted to purchase each template individually from the store, my store, you would pay anywhere more than $1,600, but you get to snag this bundle for just $597. I mean, if that's not a deal, then I don't know what is. And you're literally saving more than $1,000 on this bundle. So as I mentioned, starting from the starter legal bundle, the premium and the VIP, this is the bundle where you save the most money. as you can see, $1,000 right now, and you get the most legal protections for your business. And then the best part, I don't take the trust that you put in me lightly. You can easily earn your investment back tenfold through my generous affiliate program. I have more than 700 customers right now, actually more than 700 affiliates, not customers, but I have so many affiliates right now that are making thousands of dollars just promoting my templates, and these are all my customers. These are all people just like you that purchased one of my legal templates or bundles, and now they have recovered anywhere from like $29,000, $6,900, $6,800 just by promoting. So it's very easy, and that's another little secret tip that I share with you after you purchase, and I show you exactly like how to earn that investment back. So I will share all those 8 different ways you can do that. And that's what I've done with my customers, and that's how they have been able to make this kind of money. And then if you ever wanted to check out more testimonials, not that you need to, but there's plenty on this sales page. But if you ever wanted to read some more 5-star reviews of my legal templates, you are more than welcome to check it out on my Facebook page. And you can watch more videos if you go right here under reviews on my Facebook page, aselfguru.com. And then you can see there's more than 168 people right now, and these are all the reviews, 5-star reviews, and what people are saying about the templates. So feel free to read, and you can go watch the videos as well, and that will give you an idea of how much these templates are loved and how much these templates have helped entrepreneurs just like you. So these are some more video testimonials. This one is from Stefa. She's from Texas. She's purchased my legal bundle as well as my sponsor post contract template because she does some sponsored work. And she always had that nagging feeling in the back of her mind that something wasn't right, that what happens if something goes wrong. She wasn't legally protected, and she couldn't afford to pay $1,000 to have a lawyer, write all these documents for her. So that's why she was so happy that she found the legal bundle and purchased from me and saved tons of money and time. Then we have Richard from the UK. He's purchased pretty much all of these legal templates, and he's purchased like 9 different ones. And he says that they're incredibly cheap, easy to read, and cover every angle, and that he spent more money on a plugin, a WordPress plugin, than these templates alone. So watch the testimonial to see what he has to say. Then we have Keisha from Georgia. She's gotten my independent contractor agreement, also one of the legal bundles that you see above. And she just couldn't believe that how easy everything was. And she's saying, don't waste time trying to figure out all this stuff on your own. Then we have Emma from Canada. As I mentioned before, you get your Canadian privacy policy clause included for free as part of my privacy policy template above. I've already included it, and let me also show you the inside of one of these legal templates. This is the privacy policy template. It is super easy, guys. I've literally made the job so easy that one of my customers said that even an 8-year-old or 7-year-old can do this. This is that easy. So I'm very happy to hear that, because I don't want you to be bogged down with the legal stuff. So if you have a privacy policy, these are the instructions, very easy. You just put in your business information, your website information, all the important legal stuff is already in there. You just literally plug in and fill in some of the blanks as instructed, like enter your website link, enter your website name, company name, and the rest of the information, you leave it there. And as I mentioned, if you're from Canada, then I've included the Canadian privacy policy clause as well. Now, so there's some more, testimonials for you to go through. I think I've covered this already, but you have 3 options, and I know you're going to make the smartest choice for yourself, and which is grabbing one of these legal bundles. But we already discussed that why that's the smartest option. And we already discussed why free legal templates suck and they don't protect you. And then we also discussed that how hiring a lawyer is a very costly option, but obviously it's a great option, but just something that is going to cost you 10 times more than what you see here. The great thing about these legal bundles is that it gives you that assurance that these are drafted by a real lawyer, but at the same time, you're not paying the big lawyer fees, but you're getting the same level of legal protection. And then some more entrepreneurs that made the smart choice of purchasing these legal bundles. And how do you want to feel? I mean, that's the question that you want to ask yourself. Like, do you want to feel like one of these entrepreneurs right here who felt so amazing afterward, and they felt so relieved, and they felt like this bundle was like the absolute lifesaver. I have people that I retain for life, right? Because you purchase once, as I mentioned, in your journey, you're going to need additional stuff, and you will, so it's a relationship at the end of the day. I'm here to be that person, that support for you. And talking about support, you also get access to my private community, Facebook community. You can join right now too. But, I discuss tons of, I offer like free legal tips, business tips, blogging tips. And we have more than, thousands of people in here. I think we have 4,000 people in here. So you can join this too. And that's another way to be connected with me. So I never really abandon you. You always have access to me. And then frequently asked questions. So we already covered that what's included in each bundle. You just go up there and you can see the amazing bonuses and the different templates. We already discussed that who are these bundles for and will they work for you? Yes, they will definitely work for you because I have put like my years of experience in this, creating them, so you don't have to waste time and money. You can read, all the reviews here on my Facebook page and of course the testimonials above. What if you haven't started your blog or online business yet? Doesn't matter. I have had customers that never wrote a word and still purchased my templates because there's no requirement that you must have everything in order, right? You can always purchase and then you can continue building on your website or your blog as you go along. So take a look at that. And then do I have to pay additional money for future updates to the templates? Absolutely not. You get free lifetime updates. So if that means that anytime I ever change the templates or we have some change in law and anything I have to update, you basically get it for free. And how are you going to receive the legal bundle and how do you customize the template? So customization and receiving is instantly. So after you purchase, you basically get instant access. You will receive a welcome email. Please check your spam folder because that's where it often ends up, especially if you're not on my email list and this is the first time you ever, purchasing, then you're gonna most likely see that email in your spam folder. So check there and let me show you the inside of it. Once you get that email and you click on it and then you get access to your exclusive membership area, which looks like this. You get your login information, you log in, and then you'll see the different bundles right here. So you got your starter legal bundle, you got your privacy policy, you got the 3 bonuses with it right here. Then you got your website disclaimer, you got the, you also got the bonuses here, you got your terms and conditions. Then you have your premium legal bundle. So you got the rest of the templates here, as well as the bonuses that come with them right here. And then you have your VIP legal bundle. So same thing. And you have your bonuses here. One thing I want to mention is that particularly with my VIP legal bundle, I'm always going to be enhancing it and adding more and more bonuses and templates for free. That's another incentive to grab this bundle because just even at the time of filming this, I mentioned 16 bonuses, but in reality, I've added another new bonus just last week. So it's like 17 bonuses that you're getting. And I'm going to continuously do that because part of this is, again, building that relationship between you and me and just helping you out and listening to your needs and what you need. And then I go ahead and give it to you for free if I can. So that's another reason to get the VIP legal bundle because you get the VIP service. And so yeah, it's very easy. You just click here and then you just literally click here and you will download. It's a Word document and you can save it on your computer or you can just, keep coming back to it. So everything is nicely placed in your little membership area here. You need to contact me. All my info is here. All the instructions, how to get started and how to sign up for the affiliate program and things like that are all here as well. So that's what the inside of these templates look like. I already showed you that how easy it is to basically customize. You have, just few fields, fill in the blanks, then you just put in the information and you begin using them. And next question is, can I find this information for free online? Is there a refund or guarantee? Because they're instant downloads, so all sales are final. And you definitely cannot find this information online. I guarantee you that, because you can waste your time doing that, but I don't recommend it, because if you're a smart entrepreneur, then you know time is money. And do you have an affiliate program for the legal bundle, and how do I become one? Yes, I do. You get that information after your purchase, but also on my website. If you go, right here is the affiliate program link, and it shows you exactly how to sign up. All the instructions are here. It's very straightforward. Takes 5 minutes to become an affiliate, and then you can start earning your investment back. Can I use these legal templates on multiple websites of my own, or do I need to purchase again? So here comes another beautiful thing. Most lawyers will charge you for each time that you want to use the bundle on a different website, but I don't. If it is your own website, let's say I am an owner of 2 blogs, or I am an owner of 3 businesses, but I'm an owner. As long as you have an ownership interest, you are welcome to use it, but you just cannot share with family members. And next thing you know, you're sharing it with your sister-in-law and your brother-in-law, or you know what I mean, or your sister and your brother. No, they need to purchase their own bundle, their own copy, because of the license agreement. And but if it's your own website and you have some sort of an ownership, then you can use it. So is it okay if I over deliver? Because that's what I like to do. You will see with these templates, I have definitely given you more than you can expect. And you can look at some of our happy customers here to see how relieved they were. Brittany says, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. Amira creates the best, reliable, trustworthy legal pages ever. Sasha says, Amira has really thought of everything with her Sponsor Post legal template. Kate says, you know, she didn't even know what was missing in her templates until she found my stuff. Llc is also a blogger and entrepreneur that you may have known about. And she says that I've covered everything in my non-disclosure agreement, confidentiality agreement template, and she highly recommends it. So again, in the end, all I can say is that you will not be disappointed with these bundles, because the biggest thing, what I hear most of the time from entrepreneurs like you is thank you. These are a lifesaver, and they've saved me so much time and money. So go ahead and pick the bundle that fits your needs. I've gone through every single thing in detail with you to answer all of your questions. But if you still have any questions, feel free to send us an email, post in the Facebook group, or just contact us, and we'll be happy to guide you. And thank you so much, guys. And I look forward to welcoming you as my customers soon.